The story of New York City begins long before its towering skyscrapers and bustling avenues. In the early 17th century, European explorers first sailed into the harbor we know today as New York. These explorers were Dutch, and they saw the potential of this island at the mouth of a great river. They called it New Netherland. The Dutch West India Company established a trading post on the southern tip of Manhattan Island in 1624. They called it New Amsterdam. Life in early New Amsterdam was challenging. The settlers had to contend with harsh winters, unfamiliar terrain, and conflicts with the native Lenape people. Despite these hardships, the colony grew steadily. People from all over Europe were drawn to New Amsterdam's promise of opportunity. They came seeking religious freedom, economic advancement, or simply a fresh start in a new world. This diverse population, with its mix of languages, customs, and beliefs, helped to shape the character of New Amsterdam. By the mid-17th century, New Amsterdam had become a bustling center of trade and commerce. Its strategic location on the harbor made it a hub for ships carrying goods between Europe and the Americas. The city's future seemed bright, but a storm was brewing on the horizon. In 1664, a fleet of English warships sailed into New Amsterdam harbor. England and the Netherlands were rivals for power and influence, and the English had long coveted the Dutch colony. Peter Stuyvesant, the Dutch governor, was ill-prepared for a fight. He surrendered the city to the English without a shot being fired. New Amsterdam was renamed New York in honor of the Duke of York, who later became King James II of England. The city's Dutch heritage remained visible in its street names, architecture, and the enduring spirit of tolerance and entrepreneurship. However, New York was now firmly under English control. The English period brought significant changes to New York. The city continued to grow as a center of trade, but it also became an important military and administrative center for the English colonies in North America. New York's harbor was fortified, and a large garrison of British troops was stationed in the city. The English also introduced a new system of government, based on English common law and parliamentary tradition. This system, with its emphasis on individual rights and representative government, would have a profound impact on the future development of New York and the United States. By the mid-18th century, tensions were growing between Great Britain and its American colonies. New York City found itself at the heart of the conflict. The city was a hotbed of revolutionary sentiment, with many New Yorkers chafing under British rule and demanding greater autonomy. When the American Revolution broke out in 1775, New York City played a pivotal role. The city was the site of several important battles and served as a strategic base of operations for both the American and British armies. The famous Sons of Liberty, led by Alexander Hamilton, were active in New York City, organizing resistance to British policies. After the British defeat in the Revolutionary War, New York City emerged as a symbol of American independence and resilience. It served as the first capital of the newly formed United States under the Constitution. George Washington was inaugurated as the first president in New York City in 1789. The 19th century was a period of extraordinary growth and transformation for New York City. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, and New York, with its vast harbor and access to raw materials and markets, became a major industrial center. Factories and warehouses sprang up along the waterfront, and the city's population exploded. The 20th century saw New York City solidify its position as a global metropolis. The city's economy diversified, with finance, media, and entertainment emerging as major industries alongside manufacturing. Skyscrapers, those towering symbols of modernity, began to define the city's skyline. New York City became a magnet for immigrants from all over the world. They came seeking opportunity, fleeing persecution, or simply hoping for a better life. This influx of new arrivals brought with it a dazzling array of cultures, languages, and traditions, making New York one of the most diverse and cosmopolitan cities on Earth. Throughout the 20th century, New York City experienced both triumphs and tragedies. It endured economic depressions, social unrest, and the horrors of the September 11th terrorist attacks. Yet through it all, the city has always shown remarkable resilience, bouncing back stronger than ever before. Today, New York City stands as a testament to the human spirit, a city built on the dreams and aspirations of generations of immigrants, a place where anything is possible. It is a global center of commerce, culture, and innovation, a city that never sleeps, a city that continues to inspire and amaze the world.